Ukrainian official. Russia is sponsor of global neo-Nazism and must be demilitarized.
Here's a summary of the article.
Cookies, device identifiers, or other information can be stored or accessed on your device for the purposes presented to you. Ads can be shown to you based on the content you're viewing, the app you're using, your approximate location, or your device type. Personalized ads can be shown to you based on a profile about you. Market research can be used to learn more about the audiences who visit sites, apps and view ads. Your device can receive and send information that allows you to see and interact with ads and content. Different devices can be determined as belonging to you or your household in support of one or more of purposes. Your device might be distinguished from other devices based on information it automatically sends, such as IP address or browser type.
This post received a score of 9,600, with an upvote ratio of 93%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Ukraine holding that UNO reverse card.
It's actually pretty well documented that Russia continually funded various neo-Nazi orgs in the US and Europe going back to since shortly after WW2. Basically they wanted to keep Nazis and neo-Nazis on the board so they could use them as wartime propaganda.
Russia's support for far-right movements across Europe and US, Canada just during Putin's years in power would be enough to make the argument.
They are right. Their laws resemble Nazism. They are promoting far-right politics across the globe. They have their own army called Wagner who are essentially Nazis. They are annexing nearby countries. Edit. Also kidnapping hundreds of thousands of children and changing their family history.
At this point it is hard to see differences between Nazi Germany and Putinist Russia. The only thing I can think of is that the Nazis actually had good military doctrine and technology.
If we really look at it, the Nazis were only competent when fighting small nationalist groups and partisans. As soon as the Nazis faced actual organized military forces, the Wehrmacht forces were pretty much beaten in every situation. Only the SS could even be considered a formidable force, and they were too obsessed with their idiotic racial identities to be a solid force. The incompetence and infighting that Russia is experiencing right now is a feature of fascism, not a bug.
Yep. A big part of the problem for them was Hitler overruling his generals and making huge mistakes because he thought he was smarter than the experts. Sounds familiar?
Love that R2 scrambled out of nowhere to respond to a Star Wars analogy.
R2 is always there when you need him.
Hell yeah brother, cheers from Hoth.
It's no wonder that the resurgent far right in a lot of countries overwhelmingly supports Putin. The AfD in Germany wants to cut Ukraine off from military aid. The MAGA nutjobs in America want to cut Ukraine off from military aid. Despite one of Putin's narratives associated with the expansion of this war, let's be honest, it started in 2014, not 2022. The only entity that's in need of denazification is the Kremlin.
Once one of the root causes has been removed, Russia, it'll be a lot easier to weed out the local Nazi wannabes.
I don't know if they're all neo-Nazis, but it's clearly in Putin's interest to sow conflict and fragmentation throughout NATO and the EU. I can't prove that all fringe right-wing parties in the West are deliberately following Putin's direction, but it sure fucking seems like it, the way they suck his dick.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.